Hey kids, John here. Going to talk a little bit about trumpet cases and the different kinds that are out there. This is a raw brass trumpet case. It's made basically out of a Pelican case, which is like a mil-spec waterproof case. The thing about these type of flight cases, nice, has wheels, you can roll it away. The thing about these flight cases is they are configured to be whatever they are. Most of them don't have adjustable or removable cutouts. This is a Walt Johnson flight case. It is pretty indestructible. Now, this right here, this is a DAG hardwood trumpet case. It's an excellent case. It's also very much indestructible. All three of those cases I would not be afraid to put underneath an airplane or on a truck all by themselves. Now, if you're just looking for a single case, that's a good construction hard case, look no further because there are many out there. Wolfpack makes one as well, and a couple other companies do. I have three here. This is a torpedo bag. The torpedo bag is awesome. It has a top load. You just put your horn in this way, and it has an incredibly hard polymer shell so that you can be sure that your instrument's protected. This is a Wiseman case. It's wood. You Velcro this open, and it clamshells wide open, and your horns are sitting in blocks of foam and flaps that protect them. Great cases. The other one that's out there that I think is a good case is the Bona case. It's got a hard shell to it, so it's a pretty good sturdy case, and you can make a couple adjustments in there with foam blocks so that you can do different types of horns. Big bell, small bell, C trumpet, E flat trumpet, that kind of thing. All right, one of the next things I want to show you is the multiple, here we go, multiple bags. This is where we're finding a lot of cases in direct competition with each other. The first true builder of these things that was into the Cordura foam block kind of construction was the Wolfpack. He really did. Kevin opened the door for case makers to do a lot of very fun things. Partitioned off, three-horn case. Some of these cases, again, you can pull the foam out and reconfigure them for different instruments. This is probably one of the best. It costs a little bit of money, but this thing is an indestructible case. This is a torpedo. Okay? This is the torpedo coyote bag. Some of them are set up for like two trumpets, one trumpet flugel, one trumpet or two trumpets pick, so you can do three trumpets depending upon what you're trying to put in there. Now another good case is the Bona case. And the Bona multiple cases are fine cases that have a lot of options. You can move these things around inside of them to reconfigure them. And they have little foam blocks to help keep everything in place. Well, what is very interesting is ProTech has a similar design. Now, ProTech cases, I think, are just a little bit more flimsy. They're not quite as hard. They don't have quite the sturdiness that the Bonas have, but they're very close. They're definitely not as good as the Wolfpacks. They're definitely not as good as the torpedoes when it comes to protection. So you have to decide how much protection do I need. But again, you can move things around, switch it up for different horns. Got a pick and two trumpets. So this is my B flat C pick case. So I can go to all those legit gigs I never do and blow people's mind. All right. The other thing that they've got out there is these kind of singular cases. And this is a ProTech singular case that holds one instrument. This one happens to be a flugelhorn case. So you can get these for cornet or trumpet or whatever. Again, harder shell construction, but they're not necessarily as hard as a Wolfpack or a torpedo, even the Bonas. Now, the next thing we're going to look at is we're going to look at multiple soft cases, the gig bag. The standard in the gig bag back in the day was really introduced by Reunion Blues. And Cronkite did a great job of building these incredible leather bags that everybody had to have in the 70s and 80s. You weren't a gigging hip musician if you didn't have this gig bag. Well, by the 90s, these leather bags look pretty old and worn out. So they went to Cordura, a little bit tougher, a little bit longer lasting. You weren't as cool if you had Cordura, but you had a tougher bag. Okay, this is a Ritter bag. Now, the problem with a lot of gig bags is they don't offer much protection. So, if you had horns in that thing, I wouldn't want to pay the repair bill for putting the bell back in the position it once was. This is a Reunion Blues double bag. I don't think it offers a great deal of protection. So if you buy something like this, be very aware of that. If protection is important to you, you might not want to go with a gig bag. Now, there is one option out there that I think is very interesting, and I own this one myself. This is the Reunion Blues Continental. The thing that makes this difference is it's got harder sides. It's got much harder sides, and it's got high impact foam padding all the way around it as well. You can do a good bit of reading about it, but it can be quickly configured, pow, 2 horns, flugel, trumpet. Or you can take the flugel out and put 3 trumpets or 2 trumpets in a pick. Very, very convenient, well padded, very nice gig bag. I would highly recommend taking a very close look at what gig bag you're going to buy if you're looking at gig bags. And I'll give a bit of a demonstration right now. We're going to look at 2 gig bags. This is a Soundwear. This is a ProTech. The ProTech is rather flimsy, okay? Now, it's not that it's made flimsy, it's just that's how it's designed. It's designed basically to be a sack around a horn. So I'd hate to go like that with that because you probably have a lot of damage. Now, on the other hand, the Soundwear has a lot of padding, a lot of protection, and it's a totally different type of gig bag. It still is a gig bag, but it's got a good amount of protection so that I probably can go like that and not hurt the instrument that's inside it. So again, no dents, no twists, no turns, no runs, no drips, no errors. So again, the type of protection that you want for your instrument, you've got to be aware of. Because if you really don't care, then get yourself a nice drawstring sack, okay? And go with something like this, because that's all you need, right? You don't care about protection, right? Till next time, kids.